Under the cover of darkness, the night of October 26, 27 marked yet another chapter in the escalating conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Russian forces unleashed a barrage of 80 Shahed-type loitering munitions and various unidentified drones, targeting Ukrainian cities from multiple launch points in Russia. The Ukrainian Air Force sprang into action, deploying anti-aircraft missile units, aircraft, and electronic warfare assets to combat the aerial onslaught. According to reports from Ukraine's Air Force, the defensive measures proved effective, with 41 Russian UAVs confirmed shot down across several regions, including Odessa, Kyiv, and Sumy. The remnants of this aerial assault were scattered across the Ukrainian landscape, leaving 32 drones unaccounted for as they vanished from radar, while one drone inexplicably veered toward Belarus, a development that may raise eyebrows in diplomatic circles. Ukrainian air defenses have become a vital lifeline in this conflict, showcasing resilience amid relentless aggression. The enemy launched 80 Shahed loitering munitions and unidentified drones on Ukraine from the directions of the Russian cities of Oryol, Kursk, and Primorsko-Akhtarsk, noted the Ukrainian Air Force. As the first waves of attacks were repelled, the focus shifted to the ongoing threat posed by Russian drone operations. On the Russian side, the Defense Ministry reported its own successes, claiming to have intercepted or destroyed 51 Ukrainian drones overnight. The Russian forces, maintaining a narrative of effectiveness, emphasized their operational capacity by detailing how they dropped propaganda leaflets on Ukrainian positions, inviting surrender in a tactical play often seen in asymmetric warfare. Amid the chaos, civilian lives were impacted as well. In Belgorod, one woman suffered moderate injuries due to the drone attacks, and damage was reported to several vehicles. The Tambov region also witnessed a Ukrainian drone incident that resulted in a brief fire, sparing lives, but illustrating the pervasive threat the conflict poses to both military and civilian safety. Reports of casualties on both sides remain a grim testament to the conflict's toll. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed that over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, suffered more than 350 personnel losses and lost significant military hardware, including infantry fighting vehicles and HIMARS launchers. Russian military officials assert that their ongoing operations have successfully neutralized a considerable number of Ukrainian forces, further complicating the battlefield dynamics. In the South Donetsk region, artillery units from the Vostok group of forces have been executing precise strikes against AFU fortifications, providing vital fire support for advancing Russian assault detachments as they push to reclaim territory in the Donetsk People's Republic. This relentless artillery fire highlights the tactical coordination between ground forces and artillery units, a crucial component of the Russian military's strategy. While the Ukrainian military continues to adapt and respond, the Russian forces assert their control in critical areas. Recent offensives have seen the Yug group of forces liberate Alexandropol, illustrating Russia's relentless push to solidify its foothold in the Donetsk region. However, the toll of these operations is becoming increasingly apparent, with significant losses reported on both sides and fierce resistance from Ukrainian defenders. In a strategic shift, the Russian Ministry of Defense indicated that its units had foiled an AFU attempt to breach Russian territory in the Kursk region, resulting in further losses for Ukrainian forces.
Well, after the team arrives, we should already be ready to shoot and leave within 15 minutes. We have been here for a long time. Everyone knows their roles. We will work quickly and precisely and then leave. Usually we have one preliminary shell, and from the second one, we hit the target with adjustments. Everything has been practiced. The commanders already know which vehicle to use and all these deviations. Only the crew is motivated, always ready for battle.
Amidst this backdrop, paratroopers managed to capture a trophy Kozak armored vehicle in the border area of the Kursk region. Another trophy was subsequently delivered to the location of a Guards Air Assault Regiment by the Airborne Troops Repair Unit, enhancing the Russian forces' operational capabilities and further complicating the battlefield dynamics.
We managed to capture a vehicle during the fighting. This vehicle was used by the Nazi battalion Kraken. They were moving in equipment like Kazakh and Kirpi. When our assault units began to push them out, they tried to escape in it and got stuck in the Torfanoye swamp. The vehicle sank completely up to its wheels. When we retrieved it, it was still operational. In their retreat, they shot up the front bridge. They left everything they had behind. There was a machine gun, NATO caliber, and I assume it was 1.2.7, like our cord. They abandoned everything and ran.
As the conflict rages on, the international community watches with a mixture of concern and intrigue. The dynamics of this war not only shape the futures of Russia and Ukraine, but also resonate globally, influencing alliances and geopolitical strategies far beyond the borders of Eastern Europe. Each drone launched, each counter-offensive executed, and each civilian impacted feeds into a larger narrative of resilience, desperation, and the struggle for sovereignty in a world increasingly fraught with uncertainty.